What's up, and welcome back, fellow Siege spectators and players, fearless Rainbow Six Siege warriors. If you thought yesterday's tactical showdown was intense, you're in for a treat because today we're cranking up the chaos and adding a sprinkle of holiday magic to our day 2 of the tournament, the Holiday Bash. I am joined today by Frankie and Santa. Going to be bringing that heat. How's it going, Frankie? How you feeling today for the tourney?
Uh, it's going good. I'm excited, you know. There were some good games yesterday. I'm just happy to be here, man.
Yep, and then of course backing up that holiday cheer with some eggnog in hand, it is Santa. You remember him from yesterday. What's happening, Mr. Claus?
Hey. First of all, it's not Mr. Claus, it's only Santa. Because, people will start asking for gifts and then I'll go bankrupt over there. So, thanks for the warm welcome, Whiskey. It's amazing to be here at Skyline Gaming. Thank you for the warm welcome. Looking forward for the explosive matches for today.
Yeah, well, our operators have been practicing their swift moves and strategic snowball fights overnight to ensure they bring their A game to the battlefield. Expect more tactical brilliance, questionable gadget choices, and probably a few operators trying to rappel
Mm-hmm.
down some chimneys. I mean, why not, right? So, Santa, you were here yesterday. If you want,
Yes.
what was the highlight for you yesterday in day 1 of this epic holiday bash? What was the one that stood out to you the absolute most? And are we going to see something like that today for match number 2 or round number 2?
Boy, I can still look at a dubs with that G36 annihilation.
Mm.
That totally made me go bonkers. Not to forget about the play by UC, you who went against SAV and had a great victory. So I'm looking forward for these teams to one more time face off each other and possibly, so that the teams which kind of had a bad time in the prior rounds may go for a retaliatory kind of strikes and would totally go for the play here.
Sure, right. It makes sense. This is where the magic starts to happen. This is where it all comes on the line. And speaking of on the line, Frank, you didn't get a catch yesterday's matches, but you do got a little insight into some of the teams. Is there any sort of upset that you're thinking may change how today's games are going? Is there one team in specific that you're thinking, you know what? I've seen them play. I've seen them put their thing down. Who are we looking to highlight?
You know, I've seen Proteus play in the weeklies, and I don't think 0-3 does them justice right now. I'm thinking they make it a round back, and I want to see them take this back. You know?
I love it. It's the best of the best, and you got to go the distance to do it. Well, folks, so that's it. We are here. It's day number 2 of the holiday bash from the Skyline Gaming community, and in the spirit of that, get ready for a siege showdown powered by Army of Five and Proteus. Just want to say a big, huge shout out and thank you. Check out Army of Five's new merch. Well, not new merch. It's just merch in general. New merch coming. They have both the red and blue variety, and they are just absolutely supreme. They're super great. Join the Discord for Proteus. Get amongst it. Get around it. Because, folks, it's day 2 and bringing you all of the heat. That's it for Whiskey Glitter here as I'm going to head over to our watch party. I'm going to leave it in the capable hands of both Frankie and Santa as they're going to take you through kind of what happened yesterday and get you ready for the games today. Ayo, let's go.
All right, thank you, Whiskey. All right, so first looking at things, we had PX Gaming having an absolute domination of a day yesterday. 7-5ing T-Rex, 7-1ing Proteus, and 7-1ing Army of Five. Just so easy for them to glide through it. And then they're not the only ones who went 3-0, though. We had MU Clan and Brick Esports. Tell me a little bit about them, Santa.
While MU clan had a great play yesterday, even was the case with the Army of Five. We didn't exactly watch those games on the live sessions, but for sure, the players have completely went for the kills and had a play, a fantastic Seas game. Now, what I'm looking forward for is the play one more time, either by SAV Gaming, UC, Army of Five, or by PXG, because the players had a great time while either going for the breach or while defending the play. Now, 13 players who had a fantastic play was Dubs. Uh, I can not forget, man. The manner with which he went for the attacks was totally at a different level altogether. I've watched a lot of Seas play, but that was on a different round, at a different realm altogether, man.
Awesome. I'll tell you what, I did see actually a Twitter clip of some shenanigans, some chicanery on Clubhouse. I saw
Hmm.
something that was kind of nuts. There were these OSA shields outside on Plat outside CC, and it looked like
Hmm.
the defenders and attackers swapped sides there. It was pretty funny to see. That game did end up 7-1. Not sure
Hmm.
who it was, but it was still very entertaining and funny to see. But anyways,
Hmm.
moving on from that, on the complete opposite side of the spectrum from all the 3-0s, 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 we have three teams that are 0-3 right now. Proteus Esports, Surge Gaming, SiegeDemi-Gods, all of them losing out. None of them even making it to OT. Now, it's not done for them yet. They still have
Hmm.
a pretty solid chance of making it. There are 6 games left. Scratch that, 5 games left. Round 4 is completing right now. There's about 2 games still ongoing right now. So once we get those finished up, we'll move on to the next game. Yeah. One of the ongoing games still going on is Verify Gaming and Cincinnati Red, and I believe Surge Gaming and SiegeDemi-Gods. So that gives SiegeDemi-Gods a chance to, get some on the board
Hmm.
and get it going a little bit. But speaking of Verify Gaming and Cincinnati Red, both of them are towards the middle of the pack here. Cincinnati Red, 1-2, beating Sav Mode Gaming 7-3, losing to Army 5 in overtime and losing to F5 Esports 7-3. Uh, that could go pretty well for Cincinnati if they take out this next over Verify Gaming. I think so, Sansa. Yeah.
Um, I'm sorry to say this, but I'm slightly unaware about the teams. It's a new spectrum for me for casting for the NA region, so I'm not so entirely sure about the teams and the players. But slowly down the lane, I'll learn about the teams. But by the name, it kind of reminds me of the Cincinnati Bulls. I may be giving a wrong reference here, uh, but have to look at the play, man.
Hey, you know what? That's all right. We're both learning together. Uh, anyways, looking on the
Okay.
other side of the spectrum, Cincinnati, or not Cincinnati, my bad, Verify Gaming, they are also 1-2, losing their first 2 games to Pal and
Oh.
Pals and Sav Mode Gaming. They actually did end up beating Surge Gaming to send them down 0-3
Mhm.
in games for the day. So this Cincinnati game could be pretty cool. On the other
It,
side, we have Siege
mhm.
Demigods and Surge Gaming still going on. Surge Gaming could pick up uh, a
So we'll be looking at these plays, how the teams would perform, how they are going to, exactly go head on with each other. And we'll proceed from there. We'll look at how the day would proceed for the teams. Just waiting for this match to be completed, and as soon as it's over, we'll be jumping into the next round. Obviously, Verify Gaming and Cincinnati Reds, if we are able to, look at a little bit of uh, numbers, we may be able to speak more about it. So waiting for the same, but looking at the ranks, man, definitely giving me a great picture. A lot of players at tier 2 and tier 4. That kinds of gives me a heads up that they have the game under the control. Frankie?
Absolutely. I
Okay.
think so. And let's look at some other teams we haven't really talked about. We've got Take Back Control, also 1-2,
Mm-hmm.
beating out Surge Gaming, but losing their other 2 to Pal and Pals. And I want to take a look at Pal and Pals here first, or Pub Stompers. My bad. I want to take a look at Pub Stompers. They're currently sitting at 8th, 2-1. Losing their first game to Army of 5, which can be a little rough losing that first game, but they take the other 2 against Siege Demigods, who we just talked about earlier, and are in an
Mm-hmm.
ongoing match.
Mm-hmm.
And they also beat out Take Back Control, who is 1-2 right now.
From Seas Demigods, if we talk about, Zetelka, Burnsi, H8, DL2, and Cooter. Now, amongst these, I have watched couple of them playing. I mean, I'm only talking about the clips that I have watched, not through the play. Not to forget about Search Gaming, if we go for either AMAC or Rain Grey. I'm not sure about Pain, Hyzef, and Collateral. Now, also, we have to keep in mind that, these players, couple of these players kind of go for a set of operators with whom they are extremely comfortable with. Now, since we are already talking about operators, Frankie, any of your favorite operators in Seas?
I'm sorry.
Any of your favorite operators in Rainbow Six Siege?
You know, I'm a chaotic player. I like a little bit of blitz. I like a little bit of clash. It'd be cool to see those operators. We saw them in the weeklies. We saw nice blitz plays. There was,
Mm-hmm.
I think it was on Pal and Pals. I'm not quite sure, but who are? Speaking of Pal and Pals,
Mm-hmm.
let's look at how they're doing right now. They
Mm-hmm.
actually did just lose to F5 Esports. F5
Okay.
Esports taking the dub out against them. Let's while we're looking at these games that are going on currently, let's take a look at PXR or PXG. My fault. They actually beat out Brick Esports today, and Army of Five Black losing out to MU Clan. T-Rex also losing out to Army of Five. Army of Five has two teams. They have Army of Five Black and Army of Five Red. Just for the viewers' information.
Mm-hmm.
And then moving on, Proteus is actually going to lose their fourth game in a row. That can be a little tough to bear, tough on the heart. I hope those players are just thugging it out, trying to push through it, focusing on the next map. Take Back Control is going to be the one to send them 0-4.
So talking about Army of Five or Proteus Esports, thank you so much for Army of Five. Please check out the merchandise over SoDog. And for Proteus Esports, please join the Discord server. And they are conducting those competitive 10 mans and to get involved in the community as well. So please follow on the socials, join the Discord server. That would be a great assistance, as well as you'll get to know about the further events happening on those servers. So we'll be looking further. So quick shout out to the sponsors. Thank you so much. And thank you for Skyline Gaming for enabling us to conduct the events and looking further for more of these matches. So shortly we'll be jumping into the action and see a lot of C's in play. So yes, Frankie, we were talking about the teams and how the rounds have been happening. Proteus Esports slightly struggling, Surge going for its C's. So these are the teams, we'll be definitely looking further for and see how the further set of action would occur for them in round number 5. MU Clan, Predator, F5, Shreds, Army of 5, they are definitely having a great time. Couple of them with straightforward victories and Shred's Army of Five and the rest on going with like 3-1 and so on.
Yeah, Army of Five, they've been a pretty good team in these in the SGC
Mm-hmm.
landscape. Speaking of
Mm-hmm.
SGC landscape, get involved, join everything. This tournament could have been up to 32 teams. So
Mm-hmm.
there's a lot of space there's space for you to play. Space in the Discord, hop in the rank stacks, hop in the 10 mans. We got 10 mans in this Discord server that go on basically every night. And they're pretty competitive too if you're into that type of thing.
Definitely have to check it out. And while you do so, also follow on the socials. Hit that follow. And if you haven't yet subscribed, please subscribe on Twitch. That would be a great help. So have to see how the day would proceed further. Brick Esports so far 3-1. And Frankie, I'm one more time looking further for Predator in action. They were total predators yesterday. My goodness, man. No matter how much I talk about, I mean, so a couple of them may say that, the Castro is kind of favoring a team. But when I see that the team is performing so greatly, then we definitely have to talk about them. So one more time, a quick shout out to the sponsors, Army of Five. Thank you so much, man. Please check out this merchandise over SoDog. And for Produce Esports, join the Discord for the competitive 10 mans and get involved in the community. Having said that, we would take a short break here and we'll come back with more Seas action.
Stick with us. We've got some good games coming up. Hello, Holiday Bash viewers. We've got a nice and exciting game coming up soon. Two teams that are currently 0-4. One of them will take a point home. It's going to be Proteus Esports or Demi-Gods. Stick around. It's going to be a killer of a match. We'll see you soon. Coming back, we have a game of Chalet here between Proteus Esports and SiegeDemi-Gods. I'm hoping for a good game here. How about you, Santa?
Yes, exactly. And Chalet being one of my favorite maps, being a colorful one, and a lot of areas where you can get some sneaky kills. Now, that's where I kind of look further for. Have to see how the game would happen between Proteus Esports and SiegeDemi-Gods. A huge shout out to the sponsors one more time. Whenever I see Proteus Esports, it reminds me of the sponsors. Thank you so much for Army of Five for the merchandise. Please check it out on Swordog. And do join this Discord server for Proteus Esports for more action.
Yes, do all of that. And kicking off the map bans here, we have an Osa. Those Talon shields are not going to be an issue for the defense. They're pretty good. When you set them up outside the garage, when that get breached, they're pretty good around the trench area, around that big garage area. Really good on basically the bottom floor. It can be useful on the top floor for the office double wall, but a little less so than the basement. Anyways, moving on to the Ying. That's a pretty atypical ban. Nobody likes a Ying. Nobody likes seeing nothing, you know? Defense
Any
ban here. I'm sorry?
any
No,
particular reason that Ying is kind of like, because I have watched Ying getting banned in a lot of games.
so Ying is just so powerful, right? Because she has 4
Oh.
Candelas, which are basically huge flashbangs that are basically a free kill and free entrance into sight if you do it
Oh.
properly. Which is why we see her banned out so much. And another operator that you might be seeing banned out a lot is the Azami. She can reshape sight into basically anything that she wants, make it a perfect little hiding grounds for the defenders. And Solace, atypical ban as well. Drone economy not going to be hurting for the attackers.
I saw Azami creating that chaos, but here we go. The choices. So Colin with Buck, Mosi yet to select, Keeper playing with Ace. That's a great choice. We have Ash in play. I look further for Ash and Valkyrie a lot of time. Valkyrie, particularly with the drone, I mean to say with the gadgets. Then we have Cade, Mute, and so on.
Attackers need to locate
A lot
and
of
defuse
grunt
bombs.
action here. Proteus Esports. So, would you like to take me through with the reinforcements a little bit?
So I mean, typical reinforcements are this double wall here. We could be seeing that breached on I actually didn't notice that the site was kitchen dining. That's
By attackers.
a pretty uncommon one. Normally you see bar, normally you see basement, normally you see master. But we're seeing some good stuff out of SiegeDemi-Gods so far. I expect the attack to try and maybe go through library to get that main lobby control and then breach that dining wall. Does look like they're gonna go for an extended roam clear into master. They do have that hatch pop, so they can retreat nice and easily. Wreak havoc and then just
5 seconds
don't
left
reap
before
any of the rewards for it.
Any
But we'll
bomb-
find out.
Attackers are heading out to defuse a bomb.
Yes, you were saying something.
Oh, I just said we'll find out.
We will find out for sure. So they are trying to make a defense structure totally concentrating on the second floor, it seems. Okay, quick peek through the cameras, the security cameras. I saw a lot of players, taking down the security cameras right in the beginning of the play. There we go, the drone deployed. Colin moving further, and Kiva is trying to provide the essential support. Not a lot of upside action, but then I have to look at it.
Yep, and it does look like that main lobby and library push that I was talking about earlier is going to come out here. They're definitely going to want to breach into that. I'm not sure if they're going to push all the way over to Master. I'm not sure if they really need to do that because the site play can be rough there. But Ace is going to catch a nice kill onto the Jaeger. That's one of the roamers gone for SiegeDemi-Gods. Kill needed for Proteus. Going to get their map control. Kibo struggling with the door a little bit here. He's just going to decide to breach the office wall. That's less trouble for him. Then he's gonna finally defeat that door. Drones coming out for the attacking team. They're just reshaping what they need to do now with that pick, seeing what they can still take, what still needs to be done in the round.
What I like about the Proteus Esports is they are trying to approach from different angles. Now, that kind of gives an advantage going for a quick takedown here. Oh boy, Edgy going for Colin. I thought so it would happen the other way around, but Colin goes down Edgy goes down as well. I was totally caught up in action.
Yeah, refrag plays coming out with a cheeky jump out from the Valkyrie onto the buck of Proteus. Immediately refragged by Ace. Mute's gonna walk up in the Master and get a freebie onto Ace in office. They're gonna be aware of the Mute though and take him out as he tries to rotate, pushes for further, gets greedy, loses his life for it. Shin on the basement gonna decide to start creeping up. He's gonna catch the Cade, who was none the wiser. Now he's going to creep up West Main here and try and get his team another output on the site.
Those single shots kind of creating a distraction. Cooter, the kills of Mosi. I thought so that it's a quick peek and immediately he'll get the shots done here. Now, what difference would this make? Will they go for a stun? And if Melodic and Shen will be able to perform a quick rotation here, but that should be a nice headshot. It happens the other way around. Shen gets Scooter with that the first round going in the name. Jackal with the EDW9. My goodness, man. You should have. I mean, that's a clipped moment for sure.
Yeah, a good attempt and a good start to the 1v3 for that Legion, but it's not enough to stop Proteus. Proteus up 1 on attack.
Fantastic. I think I missed out on the Claymore. The players were talking about it and saying clip it. Okay, it's all
Yeah,
caught up
that's
on
funny.
the stream.
Yeah, a little bit of chicanery, shenanigans, tomfoolery going on in the all chat. It does look like Demigods are gonna try and go for the same hold here, changing out one op. They have the Fenrir for the Legion. They did not have the Fenrir before. Fenrir is really influential. Influential, not influential. That's a crazy slip up by me. My fault. He's
It
basically
happens.
got five little, almost smoke grenades for the attackers to walk into. Completely obscures their vision. They can only see about 2 feet in front of them. So that'll make the push onto site harder, or it could make their roam easier. They did lose out on that Jaeger very early on. That was no good for them. But good presence by Proteus, and it won them the round.
Absolutely. And talking about the numbers, the kill numbers, so far I see that Shin and Kiba kind of having a very good time with 2 kills, priority, and heads up over there as well. Now, let's take a look how Zetelka would be moving further and would be able to defend their team. SiegeDemi-Gods definitely looking for the win over here, which is needed. Otherwise, if the trend happens so that Proteus Esports go for back-to-back victory, now the death from above. Looks as if Bummy may get a kill here. Did not find any players on the other corner, but for sure has a little bit of intel from the rotation happening from the outskirts.
Yeah, I expect a pretty similar push from Proteus compared to the last round. It worked out pretty well for them. I expect a little more flank watch on their side because that mute flank and jump out control on them, because a Valkyrie and a mute did give them a lot of trouble last round. So I hope they're going to be able to adapt here and just patch those holes in their attack.
Of course, we'll be looking for the same. And it seems as if, I kind of feel, frankly, that they are trying to create a little bit of distraction here, which would work in their favor. I always look at the sneak play in a different manner altogether. And a breach happening from the ground floor or from the lower corner, that can also create a bit of advantage. So far, none of the players took any damage at all. Not a lot of intel being shared down the lane. But the drone moving into place, it may capture 2 players located through the hallway. It seems it should be a kill here, Frankie.
Yes, mostly walking into the snake pit. He's just trying to get one pick. It looks like he's going to catch the Fenrir. Nice headshot landed on there. He's going to decide to push into the bathroom where Buck is covering his flank. Mute is going to get caught out.
Wow.
That's not good. That was Jaeger, by the way, not Mute. Mute's going to decide to retreat down the solar staircase, and he's going to catch out the Ash. Bring it to an even 3 versus 3. The refrag from the Buck is going to get out too. That's going to take Burnsy, the Mute, off the board. No more C4 denial for any of these operators. Valkyrie having burnt her utility, along with the Cade pocketing 1 Electro Claw. This is good for Proteus. They still have all of their soft breach from above. They're going to be able to dislodge this Cade and get him out of here. C4 only being expended, not going to get anything for him. He's losing sight quickly here. Valkyrie's going to have to make a move. She's going to have to flank. They're none the wiser. You could move up right now, Valkyrie. She's just letting an opportunity get away from her. At this point, she's just allowing Proteus to execute. Cade finally getting dislodged from sight. Buck is going to catch him out on the rotate back. Valkyrie now upstairs. Going to have to try and reverse sweep this 1v3. She sees the planter. That's planter down. She can hold this from the hatch. Proteus just needs to try and struggle to get this back. The cover is going to go out, and Valkyrie is going to fall to the Buck. Very nice kill.
Oh boy, that was kind of a surprise down the lane. Because both I see that, Dialot and Edgy kind of had the opponent in their scope, but slightly missed out on the initial shots. Now, if you take even a second of delay, in Rainbow Six Siege, you will go down for sure. Now that's kind of happened here. Proteus definitely having great time. A 2-0 lead, and if the same continues, Frankie, Proteus will have a straightforward victory.
Attackers need to locate and defuse.
Yeah, site swap is going to come out. They're going to go bar games. This is one of the more atypical standard bomb sites you'll see here. Typically, you do see a mirror in place of maybe the dock. The dock is kind of an off pick. I guess they're going to want that HP on SiegeDemi-Gods. But you'll see the Frost put a shield up in top main. You'll see top lobby be held out. Going to have some mute jammers here just for that denial. Library going to be a strong point of contention this entire time. I expect if the library push goes a little difficult and sour for the attackers, we're going to see them push office. This map can be pretty linear, so it gets pretty easy to predict sometimes. We could see something strange out of Proteus though.
Defuse a bomb.
But the lineup they're working with does look like they're going to push library or master.
Exactly, and I was expecting a sudden push here, but moving further, Mossy in position, but the denial in place, the drone moving further. Oh, had he peeked through the left, he would have realized two players lurking around the corner. Defending the position, not lurking around the corner. My mistake, but a quick peek. HG getting the kill here. Mossy goes down with that. That was a nice peek.
Wow.
I didn't expect that for sure.
Immediate refrags coming out of Proteus. Oh, but they'll lose their ace across the map to the Legion. It seems like Proteus was trying to go for a less than conventional basement push here, and they lose two of their operators for it. Very influential ops too. They lose the soft breach utility that was on Ash, and they lose all of their hard breach that was within the ace. So that's going to make this push a little bit harder. And Proteus have gained no map control. So dislodging this dock top main is going to be even more difficult because they can't get any lines of sight onto him. So all they have really to work with are these flashbangs and flourish drones to even attempt to dislodge him.
The flash and play, but Melodic moving further. If he could create a mother hole down here, should be able to get a quick touchdown. Not gonna make a huge difference. But with the play, okay, there we go. The device and action. Now have to look at. Oh, they get die a lot here. So it's a proper 3v3 and the two with full health intact. See, so far if we see Colin and Shen are in action, Proteus will definitely have the dominance in play. Now that both HG and Dialot are out, Dialot creating that distraction and that chaos from the other corner, providing the essential support as well. But the moment when HG went down, when Barkley was out of the picture, but look at that peak. Had it not so that, the bar took the shots, he would have got the kill. Never to forget about Burnsley taking it up. Colin out of the way, this could pave a path.
Wow.
But Demigods still under a little bit of trouble here.
Yeah, it looked like Proteus was trying to execute on the site while its two defenders were still on top floor, and they ended up getting punished for that, but Shin gets a refrag to even it out, and then Melodic is going to lose that man advantage. Oh, it looks like Shin is going to creep up. He's going to catch the mute, vaults over, and get caught out by the Frost. That was an amazing round. I love that so much. It came down neck and neck. The only thing I really didn't like out of the defense is that Doc over-aggressed and started moving down the staircase. That was very questionable, but ended up getting them the round.
Absolutely agree with you. Demigods definitely required that victory. Otherwise, Proteus was on a total dominant streak. So for the scoreline at 2-1, going for round 4, have to see how this would happen. Valkyrie by HG have been so far dominant in the play, getting the highest number of kills as well.
Yep, and as Proteus take their first defense round, they're going to move on up to the master bedroom office side, bringing a Black Mirror to deal with. Now, the Ashe can counter those now with a recent buff. Anything that drills into surfaces, being just Kali and Ashe for now, unless new operators get added, can shatter the Black Mirror and render it basically useless. Mirror can, of course, still pop it and make a kill hole and make a line of sight that the attack would have to worry with, but it is still a very strong counter.
Absolutely. And a quick correction to what I mentioned about the highest number of kills is by Shen Pro so far with 5. followed by Colin, Etchi at
Attackers' objective is
4
to locate
each,
a bomb and
and
defuse
even
it.
does Burnsy. Now, have to
Yeah,
see how
we've
round 5 would.
we've seen Shin pop off in the past before. On this map in particular, I remember watching him get a beautiful ace to keep his team in it. Unfortunately, at the time, that wasn't enough to keep him in the tournament, but could see some change here. Shin is, of course, popping off as usual. Going to take out these black eyes with his utility. IQ being able to see any electrical gadget on the map. And Valkyrie losing one of her 3 cameras that are very influential late in the round. Typical library push coming out here, droning it out, trying to get intel on where the stock and Valkyrie are playing.
If they go down the vent here, it would be a difficult push. But seems as of now, they are trying to gather intel, locating the bomb site. That should give a little bit of advantage. Now, Demigods kind of holding the fort. HE knows for sure that that's a crucial corner to be covered. But Shen, we have seen this guy performing miracles so far. Mossy going for Zetalka with that crucial assault going down.
Yeah, nice kill there. That's going to give them the map control they need, but they're not
Ooh.
going to clear out the Valkyrie, and she's going to catch Shin, and she's going to be able to retreat. She's going to get a C4 kill with one of her cameras, and that's going to get a double for her.
Wow.
She's just going to be able to run back to site. They had no one to get that cutoff. Very nicely played out of SiegeDemi-Gods, leaving the attack in a 2v4. Very awkward situation here for them.
Quick succession of kills. Now the round slightly tilting into the favor of SiegeDemi-Gods. We never know if Melodic and Kiba can come up with a good flank and a rotation here. They would be able to outsmart SiegeDemi-Gods. And there we
Nice.
go. Melodic getting one more. A quick peek, and as soon as one of the player was in the sights going for the kill here. Now, if they move as a unit as a single on the same line, they would be able to get good trades here. Have to see a 2v3 with full health intact. A couple of gadgets left out. One more rotation.
As the time
Have
ticks
to-
down, it does look like it's going to get less and less winnable as one of the defenders have fallen off below to play their C4 and these Valkyrie cameras. Time is ticking, and it's going to lose Proteus the round if they don't act fast. Mute below, roaming with that C4. Get that Jaws music kicking because he's going to strike any minute now. Sees the yellow pings going out, plant going down. Is he going to get the C4 off? Doesn't look like the Valkyrie cams are seeing the intel.
Ooh, nice, man. Well, concentrating on the
Defenders
diffuse, and there we
located the
go.
diffuser.
Now, SiegeDemi-Gods. Will they be able to diffuse? Is the timer enough?
They will be able to defuse. Defuse takes 7 seconds. They've got all the time in the world and then some.
Bomb defusing attempt failed. Defenders win.
Great, man. I kind of, I play a lot of other PC games as well, so I kind of got confused in the diffuser timer. So there we go.
Yeah, so
SiegeDemi-Gods.
when the bomb is planted, planting it takes 7 seconds, and then the defuse time for the round to end takes 45 seconds, and then the defenders will need 7 of those 45 seconds to try and win the round back and defuse that diffuser.
Oh, nice. So that's something new which I learned. As I mentioned, playing the other games as well, totally got confused between the
Attackers need to
diffuse and the
locate and
plant
defuse
timers.
bombs.
So far, a equal lead by the teams. Proteus and Seas were both getting 2 rounds victory. Could you quickly walk me through the reinforcement here?
This is their 3rd time trying to go kitchen dining. Reinforcements are pretty atypical here. Again, like I mentioned earlier, that double wall by the B bomb chassis is pretty typical. Point of contention for the main lobby push that this ace is going to have to try and take head on, grab it by the horns. We might be able to see Proteus take it again. SiegeDemi-Gods are going to have to come up with a huge adaptation, having lost us twice already, and it does look like they're going to be doing that. They're going to put more emphasis into the office part of the map. They're actually putting more reinforcements over there. Looks like we're going to get some Fenrir action over here too. Going to be a burden for the attack to try and clear all of that. But Proteus have done it before.
Of course, and they could repeat the same. Oftentimes, I have watched, players taking it as a warm-up in the first set of rounds, and once they understand the strategy of their opponents, they kind of go for the kill streak. Now we see a quick grapple, and okay, going for the first and coming to the ground as well. Oh, that should have been a kill, or at least a little bit of damage. But now that keeper with the drone headshot be a sneaky kill here. Will he use an explosive? There we go, the drone.
Could have been
is-
very bad.
Oh yes.
Anyways, Ace is going to be able to shake Death off on this Mute, who almost got a freebie onto him. Now Mute's just going to have to lurk in that office, make him clear him. Seems like Ace is going to attempt to breach this office wall. Yep, that's going to happen. And then Shin going in the basement to catch any roamers who might be playing C4s from below. He's not going to want that to happen again. Twice in a row would be nuts. But... Ooh.
Edgy going to melodic.
Yeah, nice kill coming out for the Valkyrie. Her second run out of the map. Very influential, and it looks like Shin is going to be able to strike from below, catch out that Cade, who was none the wiser to Shin. Shin strikes again.
Valkyrie was about to go down, lost a little bit of health, but was able to quickly move through, and there we go, one more frag, followed by the second G going on a streak. It's a 2K so far. Now Mozzie and Colin performing a quick rotation, but HG realizing the same, relocating, and they already have the play slightly under their control, just that they have to take care of Mozzie and Colin.
Yeah, Valkyrie being extremely well for the attacking team. Mosie's gonna beat out against a Black Mirror. That's not something you see every day. Burnsy gonna lose his life on the Mute, but he'll leave Ash at 50 HP. Any future engagements will leave Ash on the back foot. They still have above control. They can still make something work. 42 seconds is more than enough time to try and get yourself into sight and get that bomb down. Speaking of the bomb, they actually don't have it in hand. Bomb is across the map. Ooh, they're going to catch out this defender in a little bit. They're on a collision course with them. The three-way crossfire going to catch out Mosi. And it looks like the round is going to end here as Colin loses his life.
That Telka with Fanware with these MP7 maps, and I love when you go for such a kind of quick peek and a takedown through the staircase. SiegeDemi-Gods, now that they have realized the strategy much better than the earlier stages, now Proteus have to come up with a better strat and a plan.
Yeah, SiegeDemi-Gods finally winning out that kitchen dining that they so desperately wanted to get out. They got that round, and they are now above Proteus Esports. They are now 3-2 in favor of SiegeDemi-Gods. Their final site that they will choose to defend is going to be Bar Gaming before we have that attacker rotation.
Locate and defuse bombs.
This should be interesting for sure at the first look. So
Yeah,
for
I'm
both-
expecting a similar setup. They got the fraud. They basically have all the same operators, minus the Fenrir. The Fenrir being extremely influential. I love that pick. He's just so good. There's no reason not to bring him every round. He's freebies. He's five. He's 5 flashbangs that he can control. Which ones go off if you really think about it.
Nice. And 8G with 11 kills so far, the highest eliminations in the game.
Whoa! I didn't even
10 and
notice
14
that.
and 5. Yep.
Yeah. Wow.
Yeah, whenever I see Valkyrie in action, I kind of expect the same. With Valkyrie and Iana as the other operator from where I look for highest number of kills. Buck being the third.
Yeah. Typically, what I look for in a fragger is like that Warden player, something like that. But HG going for a spawn peek, not gonna net him anything. He's getting a little frisky. He's getting a little bit of a, dare I say, ego. It's getting hot. His heat check's coming sooner or later, though. If he passes or fails, that's up to him, though.
This
Drone's gonna
play-
fly out here, dislodging here. Not gonna be able to play where he wanted to anymore. It does look like the attack is gonna try and go for a main office push. Basement getting droned out. Valkyrie's gonna be wise to that now. Bucking in the snowmobile garage. Gonna take out that default cam. No more intel from the defense in that portion of the map.
The initial attempt not going in the favor, trying to move through the through the upper floors. Oh, the death from above dialogue definitely have a great position. Now, if in case that Proteus is trying to move through that area, dialogue will get 2 frags back to back.
As Proteus learned their lesson, it looks like Buck's gonna try and target this, and he's gonna lose his head. That's the second time in a row they've lost to the staircase. I'm surprised they pushed it a second time.
Oh, I didn't realize
It's
the
just
first time.
such a one-sided angle. Very difficult to win. But that'll be the bulk of their soft bridge gone with the buck. And they don't even have map control yet. Barely pushing out. Fender gonna catch him out. Frost is gonna get the freest freebie of her life. Ash unable to see. Flashbang's gonna dislodge the Frost, but it's okay. She can just fall back onto site. They don't even care if they get map control anymore because the time is burnt down so much. They have 1 minute and no operators on the board to help with this execute. No ace charge expended. There goes the last Zofia concussion mine. Air jab's barely going out now. Utility just not looking good for Proteus on this round.
Proteus slightly under trouble. Shen goes down, looking for a revival. Oh boy. It goes the other way around. Okay. Is back in action but extremely low on health. Now it's a 3v4 scenario, but Shen with low health will go down in a couple of shots. But Sopa would be able to, provide a little bit of resistance to the team. It's a 2-3 so far on the clock. It's hardly 30 seconds left out. You have to go for it. Now running and gunning may not work for the team. And SiegeDemi-Gods have the entire control.
Attacker's bomb diffuser has been dropped.
Melodic, that's going to be bombed down. Kibo's going to have to try and go for a plant. He's going to catch the head of that defender, and then he's going to lose his own life. Shin in the 1v3. He's been good in it before. Is he going to catch the... No, he's not going to catch any of them. Losing the round for Proteus. Sending SiegeDemi-Gods into a 4-2 attacking half.
Those 9mm shots, man, it would take the toll. Now switching the sides here. Proteus going for the defenses for the attack. Now here we go. We can look at a different strategy altogether. Round 7, will this make any difference? Or if Proteus Esports would be, again going on a streak there?
I'll tell you what, it definitely will make a difference. SiegeDemi-Gods is going to be looking very good if they catch this round, I'll tell you that.
Defuse bomb.
Interesting picks as well.
Yeah, I mean, the Pulse and Wamai can be very influential on themselves. Wamai obviously being a substitute for the Jaeger, and Pulse going to go for that late round action to try and get those C4 denials from below. Looks like they're going to have the Valkyrie to supplement that as well, or the Pulse could be, or the Valkyrie could be supplementing the Pulse, however you want to look at it. The Eye of Denial is Proteus's idea this round, though.
10 seconds to
Now the
go.
first ever time I watched Iana in action, I totally got confused when I looked at Gemini Replicator. I was thought so that why the player is not hitting this. Later I realized that it's an image that has been released to the replication. Interesting ability for sure. And still 11 kills, the highest for HG.
Yeah, that'll happen. And speaking of denial, we're gonna have a castle. I actually didn't see that during the prep phase. That's gonna burn a lot of the attacker's utility. He has 4 barricades you can put up, and they only have a Zofia to deal with it. And they've already used their Gon 6. I don't know what they used on him. Maybe it was a castle barricade on the double window. But even if that did happen, that's still 3 castle barricades and only 2 impact grenades that Zofia has to deal with it. So one of those castle barricades will still be up. Does look like we're gonna have a library take here. Zofia's gonna dick around, or whoops, Zofia's gonna mess around a little bit on the outer bathroom windows and piano windows, try and get a freebie over there.
Okay, the replicator from one corner and the drone from the other. Doesn't look like they got a lot of value out of it. Even the drone did not capture any of the locations. Okay, with the cameras in position, that's for sure. HG going for it. This reminds me of a lot of games where even I used to take care of the cameras first.
Yeah, Siege is very
Particularly
fun for that reason. Early map control coming out for SiegeDemi-Gods, 1 minute 30. Very good pace so far. We're gonna need to see that execute coming out to keep it up a bit. Does look like the hives are gonna come out. Ooh, the flank coming out from the alibi gonna catch their top fragger down. That's their spearhead gone. Mosey's gonna be happy with that one. Keeping an alibi in the pocket to be a little bit elusive to the defenders. He's gonna catch the head of Thatcher, and Colin is gonna catch the head of Cooter across the map. Not looking good for SiegeDemi-Gods. 5v2 situation for them. Grim is gonna try and catch this alibi on the rotation back. She's gonna slowly creep over. She's none the wiser. She's staring at blue staircase. Valkyrie's also none the wiser, but a whiff coming out from Grim. It lets Valkyrie keep her life with 1 HP. Alibi gonna fall. Trying to capitalize on that intel. When she shot, he made the noise and they knew where he was. Is he gonna be able to catch this Valkyrie now? This is burning even more time. The time that they don't have. They're on borrowed time right now if they decide to clear this Valkyrie. 30 seconds and this Valkyrie is still downstairs with a C4 in pocket. That's... I believe that is the decider of the round, leaving that Valkyrie alive.
Man, I'm surprised to see that, Kiva survived the blast, hardly with any health left out. It's like a pixel dot that's left. Even if, the bullet bit through the corner, would be able to go down and a quick peek and take. Jin gets the job here. Kiva for defense.
Nice
blast,
C4 flying out.
that.
Wow.
Oh, man.
What a round out of Proteus. Nice
Oh,
picks. C4 is coming out at the very end, like I said they would. Nice to
Why
see it
do I
happen.
feel like, Pulse looks like Vin Diesel?
You would not be the first one to point that out. That is a that is very common thing to say. Or any bald guy. Mr. Worldwide is one of them. Little
Oh,
pitbull
no, I'm
action.
not going with that kind of reference. Even I'm kind of going bald a little bit.
No, I know, I got you.
Attackers need to locate and defuse bombs.
Proteus
You know,
bringing
that's
it
what
back 3-4, just trying to scratch away at this lead that SiegeDemi-Gods have achieved over them. They're going to go for a good defense here. On to Bar Gaming. Pretty typical. We're not seeing the Frost on the board, however. That's a pretty... that's an operator that's been ingrained in this bomb site, so it'll be a little different to see them play without it. They still have that shield top main from the Warden. They've got the Fenris, they've got barbed wire, they've got everything they need. In place of the Frost, the only thing they don't have is that window denial.
Seconds left.
Just one less thing for the attackers to clear.
5 seconds to go.
That might be what they're going for in place of the Fenris, though.
Attackers must locate and defuse a bomb.
And while we go further, a quick shout out to the sponsors. Thank you so much for Army of 5. Please check out this merchandise on SoDog. Also, join the Proteus Discord server for more action. Jumping into the game. So far, it's 3-4 scoreline, round number 8. How it's going to be. If Proteus gets this round, it will be an equalizer. The grapple play here, man.
Yeah, repel plays are pretty dangerous for both sides here because the repeller is obviously very stationary, but taking that gunfight as a defender, you don't see very much of them. It's a double-edged sword, if you will.
Yep.
Lurk play gonna come out from Mosi here. He's not gonna be droned out here early on. 2 minutes in, he's gonna go for a little bit of a lurk play while Wamai on the main staircase has a very deep line of sight into office. That's where the attackers are gonna be coming from, by the way. A flank likely coming out from this alibi very soon. And it does look like Dokubi's gonna be able to catch the alibi and hack their cameras. That is a lot of intel for the attacking team. That's nuts.
Absolutely, man. Bossy going down with the DMR. Little guy in play here. Oh no, Dialon goes down. Was trying to, perform his sneak there. Slightly holding the fort for the team.
I think
so far,
Amaru might have fallen off the roof.
Okay.
I think Amaru made a very fatal mistake, but the rest of her attacking team is going to have to move on without her until she can be retrieved. 2 attackers in Master right now going to try and spearhead against Melodic. He's covered by his Wamai magnets. So it'll be a tough dislodge for the attackers, but they're up for it. Amaru finally being retrieved by one of her companions. Does look like a split push. K9 window and K9 coming out against this Wamai, and Melodic's gonna fall to the ace, gaining them the map control that they desperately needed. 1 minute left. Ooh, but Wamai still got his shield. Is he gonna be able to catch the ace? He's gonna see his head for a split second, not get a shot off it, but he's letting them know he's there. Ace gonna get aggro on this gunshot. Wamai gonna do the, or Warden gonna have the smart play and fall off there. His life is more important than that shield spot, and 30 seconds left.
Bomb located by attackers.
See, while it's a 3v4, but then HG low on health will not be able to directly take any shot. But
Ooh.
look, that,
Wow.
that was a pixel area that was visible, and Kuta making the best out of it. Shin and Kiba
Oh,
for the
what?
run here. Did I miss anything?
Oh, Amari's just running through the front door, letting her nuts hang a little bit, and then she's gonna lose her life for it. 1v3, Shin. Oh, bomb was going down. I thought Shin had that. And
Going for the diffuse, and with this, now it has to be a great play by Shin in order to take the 3. But it's a 1v3. They will be difficult. A quick peek, and Shin will get surprised here. Just a turn more, but no, he takes down Burnzy. Oh, what a play, man. But Shin, what a kind of, being overwhelmed with the diffuse. He did not see Cooter moving through that area. Jackal with the PDW9 kill. Nice play, man. What an angle being taken care of. Jackal for the claim.
yeah, very nice out of the attacking team. He is not gonna be able to get that 1v3, and it'll drive SiegeDemi-Gods up 2 rounds over Proteus Esports.
That's a great lead for sure. A 5/3. But 2 victories back to back, and Proteus will be on the dominance one more time. Round number 9. Let's go.
Defenders, protect your bombs from being defused by attackers.
Yeah, Proteus going for a similar lineup here. Yeah, not too much different out of them this time around. They're definitely going to want to patch up any holes they had there. Warden in a 1v3 is not something you want to see that often.
Hey, you know what? I'm slightly surprised to see that HG did not get any kill in the last 4 rounds. And Shen is climbing up at 10.
Yeah, Shin, typical gunner on their team, to be honest. Not the first time I've seen him pop off a little bit, going 10-5. SiegeDemi-Gods do have their own version of Shin in HG, going 11-5 in his own regard. So both those players need to respect on each teams.
Nice. Let's jump into action and see who would be the first rank here. Now moving through from the western corners, looks like it would be a trouble. It would be a troublesome scenario. Pardon my pronunciation there.
Bringing replicator online.
That's right, it does look like we're going to see a master side push out of the attacking team here. Early map control, very good out of SiegeDemi-Gods. The Prismas are here just to remind them that that Alibi is roaming in the basement right now. She's going to try and go for another creepy play. Hopefully not get caught out this time. But the attack isn't just going to let her have it.
Oh, absolutely. Oftentimes I look at the pattern of the game, and among these 2 teams, what I noticed is as soon as HG goes down, it kind of becomes a downhill for SiegeDemi-Gods. First HG or maybe die a lot, and then it moves further. But in this particular round, in round 9, it goes the other way around. Mossy has been eliminated. It's a 4v5. Will Shen get the kill, and HG performing a quick rotation, okay, trying to create that hole to take down. Melodic will face a huge surprise here. If he doesn't move, remember, in a round prior to this, he kind of was taken down on the same area. He got the replicator, but now HG has the intel. Will HG be able to, surprise Melodic one more time here?
Yeah, they're just going to have to try and dislodge him. They do have the utility to do it. 2 smoke grenades, 3 stun grenades, and the ace charges to try and get lines of sight onto him. Even the Dokubi calls. They've got it all. They're going to have to deal with this Warden first, however. Smoke grenades and flashbangs look like they're going to be flying out here, but he is a Warden. He's not going to get flashed by that. The triple lineup coming out. He's not going to be able to get a single shot off it, though. Thatcher is going to try and spearhead him. That is not Thatcher. Whoopsies. One of the attackers is going to try and spearhead the push here onto him, but he's going to be weary of his own life, not trying to lose it. They do have man advantage. Ace going to jump in the window. Melodic going to be able to get her. Jackal getting that quick refrag to equalize it.
Boy, I thought so that he would be able to get the second one as well, going on a 2K, but now Melodic has been eliminated. Wamai out of the way for now, but Burnzy didn't burn here. HG getting over. Colin will get one more. Most likely Zetelka. Okay, the the position has been completely compromised here. Chinpro going with Eva.
Yeah, late round push finally coming out from the attacking team. 4v2, Mira's gonna fall. It's all up to the Warden again. Where have I seen this before? Warden has his glasses on. Is he going to get eyes on the diffuser? He's not. And it looks like Bomb is going to get down, locking him in a post plant. He doesn't even get that far.
Thatcher for the play with the AR-15. Die a lot. This is what I like about the player a lot, man, and he gets the crucial kill at the right moment for the team. I saw that in round 3 or 4 probably. Now going for the match point, look at the scoreboard. HGV 13 seems as if, Frankie, that the player heard my words and got the kills here.
Yes, very nice scoreline. Looking good here in this tactical timeout. Halfway gone already. Proteus deciding now is the time. Proteus have no room for error now. They lose one more round and they don't get any points. And SiegeDemi-Gods get their first of the tournament so far. Proteus are going to need 3 in a row to get this back, and even 4 to close it out. Or no, they don't need 4 to close it out in overtime. They just need 3 to get. They just need 3 to get themselves into overtime. I'm tripping over myself. Oopsies. But any kinks that Proteus had, they've talked about, and they are now ready to mingle in master bedroom and office. This is where their last line of defense is likely going to be.
Castle, Alapi, Valkyrie, Thorn, Vamai, then Thatcher, Ace, Lion, Iana, and Dokebi. I hope I said the name correctly, Dokebi.
You definitely did. Dokebi's her name, alright. Seems like we have a roam clear stat coming out here from the Dokkaebi, and Lion switching off to Jackal still keeps it a roam clear. And the Yana helping out with the drone economy more. Thatcher obviously allowing entrance into sight, and Ace obviously being the entrance into sight.
Camera in position.
I believe this round is going to be difficult for sure.
Yeah, this one will be a mental shocker for Proteus if they don't win this, as neither of these teams have won a game yet. It'll definitely be a morale boost for Demigods, I'll tell you that much.
Nice reinforcement so far. Now Demigods. Now, if I understand correctly, if the breach happens through the lower floors, that would be a surprise factor. Have to see if my analysis or if my understanding is correct or not.
It's unlikely we'll see any breaches from below just because they don't have a soft breach operator. We might be able to see nades from below, but it's unlikely. We are going to see that library push again, library being one of the hot points on this map. And it looks like it's going to be completely uncontested. No defenders playing over here. It's going to be a turtle on the site, I believe, with one roamer, Valkyrie being below.
Kind of being, overwhelmed a little bit here because the movement kind of feels as if they would go down in a line, back-to-back succession of kills. Not sure though. Have to look at it.
And it looks like Mosi is going to try and go for his 3rd flank in a row. We'll see if this one fares any better than the last ones, but the previous 2 have not worked out. Does look like Valkyrie's going to try and assist him this time around. Dokkaebi all going to stop that in its tracks. IQ now going to know. Or maybe she didn't hear that phone call. No, she did. Okay, so she'll know this alibi is basement.
Trouble for Zettel.
That Valkyrie assisting the alibi. Nobody heard her phone go off. And for the 3rd round in a row.
Yeah, that had to happen for sure.
That'll be the beginning of the end for Proteus.
For a minute I forgot that I'm a caster and I'm totally enjoying the game.
I'm enjoying it too. I also like yapping about it a little bit. Smoke Grenade's finally going to go out on top master. The Storm is going to have her shield in the hands of Shin, a star player on Proteus. So we've seen him good here before. He's going to have to make something work as Proteus are on the back foot right now. 4v5, 45 seconds left. That timer is the only ally Proteus have right now. Shot's going to range out. This Jackal's going to push up. Is he going to get the line of sight on the Shin? We'll have to wait and see.
Of an intense moment here, but SiegeDemi-Gods have the control. They will be able to do more frags from the lane. Shen goes to the smoke. Ah,
Ace in the plant position, C4 ringing out.
nice.
It's not going to get ignited. It's not going to connect. SiegeDemi-Gods in the 5v2 post plant. It looks like it's over for Proteus. Shin catching 2 to try and equalize it. 2v3 in the post plant situation. Shin going to lose his life to the reload animation. Leaves Colin in a 1v3 to try and keep Proteus in it. Going to go for a swing on the window and he'll lose his life to Dokubi. SiegeDemi-Gods take the map.
What a beautiful play. That too, Dokebi getting it. That too with the DMR. Nice. And a fantastic victory. Oh boy, I thought so that it would go for an overtime if it happened the other way around. And SiegeDemi-Gods excellently executing the game. Edgy and obvious. It has to be edgy that should be the MVP. 15 kills, the highest on the scoreboard. The next is Shen and Cooter with a double digit. So that's the first game, guys, and we saw some explosive action. For sure, Frankie, several times I totally forgot about casting and I was like completely involved into the game. That's the kind of intensity I looked at it. Not to forget our sponsors, Army of Five. Check out the merchandise, guys, on Swordog, and please follow and join the Discord server of Proteus Esports. Thanks for sponsoring the games and Skyline Gaming. A huge shout out for conducting these tournaments. Also, not to forget about the other teams who are going head on. I'm still, Frankie, that I want to look at Predator playing one more time. Predator, MU, Zomblers, Pub Stompers, SAV mode, Search Gaming. And Frankie, any thoughts or what would you like to say about the other teams?
It's sad to see Proteus lose. I've casted them in the past. Good guys on that team, but SiegeDemi-Gods were just better today.
Absolutely. So I'll be definitely looking for more games by these teams and see how action would unfold for those ones. So it seems we'll take a short break here for the further action. Hello, Rainbow Six Size fans. A quick update about the games that have been happening so far, and we are facing a little bit of technical difficulty. We'll overcome the same. But just to let you know about the other games that have just happened, UC got a huge victory with a 7-4. So is the case with Pub Stompers. Now even that was a great game with 8-4 victory. Now looking forward to see how the further action would unfold for the teams and how it would go further from there. I'm Santa, along with us we have Frankie.
Hey.
All right, so we'll be looking more for the action and a quick shout out to the sponsors, Army of Five. Thank you so much. Please check out their merchandise on Swordog and join the Discord server on Proteus Gaming for more to come your way. Having said that, we'll be back with the action soon, guys. So it's going to be Army of Five Black versus Zomblers, and even I'm looking forward for their game. We'll see how the action happens as and when the game is proceeding. We'll be back soon with that action.
It's going to be a good one. Hello,
So
everybody,
welcome
and we are
back.
finally back after that long, grueling break. But don't worry, we've got a good match coming up here with F5 Esports versus Pub Stompers. F5 Esports currently sitting at 5th place, 3-2. Pub Stompers with the same scoreline, but they are 9th place due to other reasons. They are also 3-2. Yeah, round differential is the reason for that. Now, both these teams are trying to even out their scoreline, go 3-3, but only one of them can do that. So right now we'll see who does that.
Okay. Yes, Frankie, of course, and it has been a grueling wait for Sam, but finally we are jumping into action. Looking further for F5 for that explosive play over Pub Stompers. And the initial bans kind of like textbook, Dokobi, Yang. Any prediction for the next ban?
Chalet, maybe Solace, Azami, could see a Cade, Walden Isle, maybe. Are we gonna see it? Are we gonna see a drum roll? It's a Fenrir, one of the new R operators. I didn't mention him, but I meant to mention him. My prediction goes the same way for this. Azami, Azami, Solace, Tubero, maybe a Cade. One of those. Is it gonna happen?
I'll be
Maybe a
surprised
Bandit.
if I see either Iana or Valkyrie.
Well, you won't see Ayana. This is one of the defenders, but
Okay.
and it's gonna be the
Ooh,
Azami. Let's
Azami.
go. Yep, knew it. Called it. Hey.
And a quick shout out to the sponsors. Thank you so much for Army of 5. Please check out their merchandise on the channel page. Also to Proteus Gaming, join the Discord server for more action. So there we go with Mastro, Solus, Mira, Warden, Jaeger. Then we have Finka, Ace, IQ, Nomad, and Brava. Oh, nice to see IQ in action here.
Yeah, this is a really this defender lineup is reminiscent of 2020 when you would see a lot of Maestro Mira and Jaeger. Jaeger was king about 3 years ago, just because he was so good at the time. He's still very good now, but his gadget was just much more efficient at what it does, and what it does is it catches throne utility. So he's going to be using those to protect the Evil Eyes, protect the Black Mirror player, and even protect this shield that Warden has. So that I like this. I haven't seen this in a while. Also does look like they're going to go for an extended roam into Master from Kitchen and Dining Bomb site.
Also, have you seen these players in action earlier?
I have seen Pub Stompers play. I have never seen F5 Esports play ever.
Right.
So it'll be pretty cool to see them play, but
Oh yes, of course.
Pub Stompers have been solid. I believe they are one of the weekly winners in the weekly tournaments that go on here at Skyline Gaming Community. Early picks going on. Poor kid's taking a little bit of damage. He's going to go the other way. Wise decision by him running the DMR on Bravo. One of my favorite guns in the game, actually. That gun is so satisfying to get kills with. Anyways, on the polar opposite side of the map, we have Ace spraying some shots at a Jaeger that they yellow pinged. He's going to fall back onto the staircase, try and play a little more passive. He's not trying to lose his life early on. It's going to give the attack a nice little leeway to get in here to Library. Not going to make any moves in yet. IQ is going to be the one to spearhead it in.
I had the live running in the background, and then I heard like dual voice, like, where am I hearing the other one from? We are only 2 casters here. Where can I hear the third caster? That was slightly surprising. I just muted the
hilarious.
tab there. Okay, so moving further. Now there should be a surprise attack here. Generation trying to breach through. Would Pub Stompers get the first frag or not becomes the question here. Definitely a very good positioning,
That's
and
huge.
looking at the utilities, a very good use of it as well.
Yeah, so this Solace just saw that IQ's gadget out, and they directly counter each other, but IQ didn't see him. So Solace knows that they're up there, and he could go for a very mean flank right now. Timid is actually going to get spotted out, so he's going to be a little wiser, fall back, not lose his life. Roamers, their main goal is just to waste time and stay alive, and that's exactly what Timid has been doing for the past minute and 30.
I agree totally with you. And I heard you saying that you like a lot of DMR. Any other weapon other than DMR which you like?
I like Blitz's shield. I like Blitz. Anything Blitz has. Give Blitz the Bailiff 2024. But anyway, Gridlock trying to apply some pressure onto the bathroom window. Some shots. IQ's in piano. She's pushing up on the shield. Prone on the piano right now. Jaeger has no clue. He's confused. Gridlock is going to get a nice pick. That pressure that I was talking about on the bathroom window. Warden's going to get flushed out by a nade by Invincible. He's going to jump in the window, hit a nice shot onto the Warden. Ooh, he's messing up the top of sight. They have complete sight or above sight control. Black Mirror is going to get popped out by this Gridlock. And a flank up by the Mirror is going to send him to his demise. IQ's going to go for a quick refrag there, putting the Maestro in the 1v4 situation. He's across from sight, but he still has 3 Evil Eyes and 30 seconds left. He's going to start snapping the Ace. It's not going to do much. Just going to make him go to a different plant spot, and he's going to have to get active here. Finally, pushing up to the bomb site to try and retake it. He's got a tall task ahead of him. Going to peek the feet holes. Is he going to get a pick? No, not yet. The attack is going to play this very softly. Ace going to fire some shots, and IQ is going to clean it up. Solid round.
Nice play, man. I thought so that, Invincible would get one more kill going for the 4K. And I was about to shout out saying that, somebody stop Invincible here. Because he was totally going on the kill streak. There we go. Round 2 going for the bar and the gaming room. With Jaeger, Solus, Frost, Mira. Have to see what Knight is going to pick. Then Gridlock, IQ, Ace, Brava, and Finka in action. Good choices so far.
Yeah.
Waiting for Knight goes with Warden.
There's some very unconventional operators on the attack right now. Just uncommon. It's normal to see 1 or 2 of them in a lineup, but to see 4 of them be the Gridlock, IQ, Brava, and Finka is a little odd, and we're actually going to switch off the Gridlock for a Capital, who's more of a site execute operator, having those 2 smoke grenades, EMPs, Gone 6. He's got a lot of stuff at his disposal. Can help out a lot. Same with the Brava, being able to hack any electrical gadget. They don't have any other than the ADSs and default cameras, so could still work. And they're opting to bring in a Twitch and Brava to supplement each other. I'm not quite sure. Oh, they're bringing a Twitch for... Never mind, they baited me. They're bringing a Grim. And they got off of the hard breach for the Grim. That's an odd one. They're going to have to try and execute on the bar gaming, clear the top floor without hard breaching a wall.
Trying with the
Strange.
DMR one more time, possibly, and a wrap. A very good grapple, okay. First time in the rounds here that we see an upside down action here. Invincible going for a move, but I don't think he would be able to get any of the kills. With the drone in the moment, will he be able to spot? Oh no, he gets overwhelmed there. That's Rosal going down. I thought it was Invincible who got shot out.
Nice shots going out there from Knight. Gonna take away all of Grim's utility. Nade flying out. He's gonna take a shot of damage. He's gonna over-aggress here, trying to get greedy, trying to get another pick. Finka's not gonna let him have it so easily, though. They're gonna keep toying with each other here, while the defenders move to back him up. Attack might have to go a different way here. I'm not sure that they're gonna win this library hold.
Definitely an interesting approach here. Generation slightly missing out, but as soon as he turns, there we go. Oh no, I thought so. Okay, that was a headshot. I thought he missed out on the head.
Ooh, nice shots from
Stealthy
Porkins.
and nice.
Getting his team in through piano, finally getting a nade. Ow, gonna get caught out by the ADS, and the shield player's not gonna aggress onto him. Finally, pop shots going out. Trail gonna catch one on the Porkins across the map. IQ is in the pits right now trying to take the shield out of the way. Jaeger's finally gonna hop off of it. Attackers finally have map control. 1 minute and 30 into the round. Solace and Finka gonna exchange some shots on the main, but it's gonna end in nothing. Nothing happened.
Attackers recovered the diffuser.
Good play so far by Pub Stompers, and right now Trail with such low health left out would not be taking a direct action for sure. Oh, even
Good
I got
refrags.
surprised. Timid on a flow here with the Trail, and Spaz finaling out a Damon for the play. That's a first round victory for S5 with Jaeger in action. The 416 carbine shots, man, explosive.
Yeah, good attempts from the attacking team, especially at the very end there, but it just wasn't enough.
So
Even out
Jaeger
scoreline.
here.
Yep, it looks like they're going for a defense lineup, reminiscent of what they did the first round, but they're going to lose the Maestro, and they're going to switch to a Valkyrie, who could be a little more easy to use compared to Maestro. A lot of stuff has to go right for Maestro to work, not Valkyrie.
Attackers need to locate and defuse bombs.
So it's essential for Valkyrie and Warden to stay alive here in order to get the lead for F5, and have to see how Pub Stompers are
Attackers
going to
have discovered
attack
the
on this
location of a
round.
bomb.
Round 3, guys.
Absolutely. A little more essential for Warden than Valkyrie. Valkyrie, she can just kind of set all of her utility down and she'll be fine. She does have that C4, so if she dies with it is a burden, but they do have one more on Mira, and they do have impact grenades on Wamai and Solace. Now, Solace and Warden are going to be the main two they want to keep up. It's okay if Mira gets picked off early because she's already expended most of her utility. Obviously, you don't want that to happen, though.
Yep, for sure. And talking a little bit about the number of kills so far, it's Invincible, Generation, and Trail who are with 3 kills each. Now, have to see if they would get many more, and who would be the first one to go for the double digit.
Invincible's been good in the past, and he's playing Gridlock right now. Her gun is immaculate. Basically a G36C for anybody who cares about those stats. Same rate of fire, same damage, basically. It's a good gun. Speaking of gunning up, the attacking team is going to gun up into Library, take all of that control. And this is going to give them a good spearhead. I like this timing. 40 seconds of the map and they're already inside. Spaz is going to catch one on a Timon. That's a Solace. All of Solace's late round utility is going to be gone. Going to be left to spectate cameras for the rest of the night. Fink is just pushing into piano. She gets punished for it. Knight getting a nice headshot onto her to close her out. That's all of Finka's utility gone.
Sting is active.
While finally getting breached into office. Some nice shots out of Ace onto the warden. Ace is going to rotate a little bit, try and get a different line of sight on, as the attackers have just lost Spaz, who was one of their spearhead operators. It seems like Porkins is going to be all the way in the gazebo. That's not something you see every day. Mike could get caught out here on bathroom window if he's not weary. Ooh, there's an attacker on bathroom window. Doesn't look like they're going to catch him up. The demon's going to catch one across the map.
Ooh. Invincible, one more time going for the streak here. So he should be getting one more kill here, but with the frag, no splash damage, not a lot of value. But it should be able to surprise the player. Demon goes down there. Parkins gets it out, but it's a 2v2.
Wow.
Will be still troublesome for Knight to get it out, and he goes down with that. It's all up to Trail to take care of this 1v2. Should be an easy peasy elimination. He has performed it earlier as well, Frankie.
And yes, he has, but easy headshots from Invincible are going to completely rip out the hope from that team on winning that round.
Man, kind of like a caster's curse here.
Huh. Yeah, I mean, it
F5.
happens. Pub Stompers up 2-1 against F5.
Bravo in action, along with Ace, Finka, IQ, and Nomad. Let me see, Wamai, Valkyrie, Mira.
Bring the Nomad for flank watch is an odd one, seeing as they had the gridlock. I'm guessing they just didn't like how the gridlock was working for him. Maybe he's just doing it for that ARX. That ARX is one of the most favored guns on attack, apart from the G36C.
Yep.
So it could be one of those
I
things.
love
It also
G36.
might be. Yes, G36C is incredible. It could just be that Gridlock is a 3-speed or a 3 armor, so she's nice and slow. Nomad is a little bit faster, more mobility on Nomad. But it seemed like he was doing fine on Gridlock, so a little strange. We're going to be heading to a similar bomb site anyway. Kitchen Dining. Where have I seen this one before?
We saw a lot of Chalet in action
5
today.
seconds left.
So, I've seen way too much Chalet. I'm ready for another map.
Use the bomb.
Of course.
Too bad this is the last map tonight.
Yes, indeed. The last map and the last match for this stream. Okay, let's see how round 4 would happen. A quick breach here. Parkins going through. Should not be that troublesome, but with the drone and Mo, did not get any intel out of it. Invincible one more time. The upside on grapple. I'm waiting for one kill by Invincible while he's doing the upside down grapple.
Good map control coming out early from Pub Stompers. They've done it consistently. They're wasting no time at all getting inside the map. Something we've seen other teams struggle here with today. Other teams such as Proteus not getting in the map until 1 minute and 30 seconds have been expended. Pub Stompers very well in that regard. This just gives them more time to execute. Flank's now going down. It looks like Spaz is going to be the first line of flank watch, and once he's gone, those Nomad air jabs will be the final line.
Fast moving it through and generation, getting into a
coming
big
up
time
to the
trouble like
line.
quick switch.
You lose that.
Oh. I thought so that he would switch and attack as soon as his weapon, the primary, was on reload. A quick
Generation
success.
getting a very, very lucky kill onto that Wamai.
Interesting still. Now Generation going with the suppressed fire. He is holding a very crucial position for the team, and Timid takes a little bit of damage. Generation still performing the flank. But on the other corner, we see Spaz taking a lot of damage. Result, oh no, Trail goes down there in the hands of Parkins. That's a lovely headshot for sure.
Yes, Porkins hitting some nice pop shots with that DMR. Demon's gonna hop on the Generational and immediately refragged by Spaz, who gets immediately refragged by the Warden. I'm loving these refrags. Demon across the map is gonna find one on the result. Now it's just Porkins left in a 1v2 post-bomb down. All he has to do is wait, try and hold out these defenders. He's gonna take out the Valkyrie. 1v1 situation for the Warden and Brava. Porkins just has to wait him out for about 20 seconds here. Knight's gonna have to get aggressive on this. He's gonna start defusing. Is he gonna fake it? Porkin's gonna know. Gonna get off the bomb. Shots fired, and Porkins is gonna come out on top. Nice shots by Porkin to close it out.
Totally agree with you, man. That was a quick succession of eliminations. Moving to round 5. Should be much more interesting.
Yeah,
But
you
so
love to
far-
see the refrags like that.
Yep. Pub Stompers going on a streak. Why do I feel that, they might have a straightforward win here?
Well, might not be the case because F5 is using their timeout. They are down 2 against Pub Stompers. They do not want to lose their defense half. Losing defense rounds on Chalet can literally break your map. They will likely lose if they can't bring this back because attacking Chalet is typically so difficult. So they're going to have to clean up these defenses if they want a chance at winning.
See, a pattern that I have observed is Parkins invincible. Now they are getting the good frags and the initial takedowns, while Generation is providing the essential support. Now, what I also observed is if Generation goes down, and these two are not getting the exact damage going further from there. Now, Spaz and Result are supporting as much as possible. Now, let's see if round 5 would change things around. Bar and Gaming Room being
Attackers
the
need to locate
concentration
and
here.
defuse bombs.
F5 so far with only one single victory, whereas Pub Stompers with 3.
Located by attackers.
So, Frankie, how are the reinforcements going on here?
So Mira's gonna put a bunch of them looking into gaming, and she's gonna put one black mirror on it in the connector room, and then she's gonna bring one up here facing into library and put a black mirror. This is likely what she's gonna do. She could pull out some whack strat on me, completely throw me out the window. But yep, she's gonna be putting that one down facing into gaming, and then likely she will rotate upstairs and put one facing into library.
10 seconds to go.
Yeah, look at her scary over there, scary up the staircase. She gonna do it? She gonna do it? She gonna do it? Hey, look at that.
Attackers are moving to defuse.
Alright, and then likely we have the frost shield, top blue,
Attackers have recovered their defuse.
frost mats on windows. Yep. Atypical. And I guess the dock is a more common thing on this bomb site than I thought it was.
An entry through the eastern regions, and Knight in a very good position here with the shotty and the spray here. Timid should be able to get a kill. And seems as the Pub Stompers with the rappel down on the other wall. Had to create a mother hole for still.
Yeah, drone's coming out here early, getting shot out by the dock. Who's holding what is essentially a snake pit. No attacker can jump in here and clear the stock because any nades that get thrown at him, he's just going to heal himself to tank them. And even if they do jump in and dock dies, the black mirror is facing in. So they're just going to get that immediate refrag and it'll be worthless for the attacking team. More drones getting shot out. That's 3 already in the first 2 minutes. Nice shots from Result onto Knight. That'll be the frost down.
See,
Ooh,
that
and
had to happen, and
what?
Timid goes down as well. He has been sitting at the same spot.
No support
Now,
from top
while-
blue.
Uh-huh.
Once
There's
that
some
once
trade.
once Frost died top main, he needed support from top blue. Otherwise, that would have happened. He just jumps in the window and gets docked for free. Anyways, Jaeger's gonna fall to Invincible's DMR, and it's gonna leave Mira in a 1 versus 3. Mira's gonna be creeping up main here. Gonna catch one of the attackers off guard. Fuse and IQ is who Trail needs to kill. The Vector is a very nice weapon to try and do so, but hell raining down from above is gonna make this ever so harder. Still holding on to her Black Mirror. This is her last piece of hope to try and make this round work. The attackers have a minute to work with, so they have all the time in the world that they need right now to try and close this round out. Drone finally gonna spot out the mirror. She's gonna have to rotate up blue here to keep that element of surprise. The attackers are dropping lobby. They're finally gonna try and get their execute going here. Another nice headshot by Trail puts him in the 1v1. Result getting bombed down. Mirror's gonna hear this audio, planting on the reinforcement. Result is gonna get the bomb down. Trail's not gonna be able to deny it, and he's gonna get a nice headshot on Result.
Attackers need to protect
He gets the
I
1v3
didn't-
clutch. Very nice shots out of him. He's gonna go for a joyride for a little bit, looking for anything to troll around with. Trail does it. Pub Stompers whiff. And F5, bring it closer.
Amazing round. Amazing round for the team. Mira going for the trail, doing the job for the team here.
Yeah,
Number
it's always
three
fun to see those clutches,
Yep, a quad kill, man. Not so easy to be done.
especially when 3 of those kills come in a 1v3.
Oh, yes. So, through the wine cellar and the snowmobile garage, Mute Jaeger, Tubero, Mira, and Warden in action, countered by Finca Brava, Ace, IQ, and Gridlock. Let's go.
Attackers need to locate and defuse.
Round number 6.
Yep, final round of this half it is going to send us down to the basement part of the map in Wine Cellar and Snowmobile. More atypical defenders coming out here, apart from the Tubero. That is a new operator this season. He can basically deny everything the attack has, and I love those feet holes on that wall. I have been preaching that forever, and everybody calls me
Discovered the location of a bomb.
a terrible ranked player. I was going to use a harsher word, but we are
10
streaming.
seconds left before insertion.
But those feet holes are really good. I love those.
5 seconds
Makes the
left.
attack think harder about pushing wine. It's ever so deadlier. But what Tubero can do mainly, he excels at denying wall. Each Tubero, each ice thing lasts for about 10 seconds and he can throw them. So that's 40 seconds of the wall denial right there. Assuming he throws it at it. And we do have mute jammers on to deny even further, waste even more time.
So far, no damage, no kills, but no stars.
Spaz is so good at this.
Oh, nice. Man.
Wow.
Teammate out of the way. Demon out of the way. That's a
Spaz almost
2K.
hit 3. Spaz just so good at that early map control.
Yes.
Trail's gonna bring him back to a 3 versus 3. That could have been bad if Trail didn't get that final pick. They're gonna have to try and clear Trail from dining and kitchen here. I believe Hatch is open, so he should be able to fall off relatively easily if things get hot. But who knows? He's gonna get yellow pinged here, and he's gonna get down. Not gonna be able to get recovered. IQ's gonna get a nice pick onto him. Leaves a defense in a sticky situation here. 2v3, 2 minutes left. That's a rough spot to be in.
Definitely not going to be easy, but Pub Stompers, with the dominance being continued, generation trying to get a quick peek through the motherhood, creates one more. I don't think anyone would walk through the same. Rosal should be able to get a kill here. Night Fight taking a lot of damage on the other corner. Invincible moving further as well. Selzy one more time.
That hard-hitting AR-15 gonna finish off that attacker. Locks them back into a 2v2, evens it out for the defense here. This is a nice situation to be in compared to where they just were a couple seconds ago. 1 minute left. Seems like the attackers might attempt to go down main here, and blue. Completely opposite from where this Warden is looking. It means that Stealthy will have a 2-war front to fight all by himself, unless the Warden... Alright, the call's gonna come through now. That's finally an actual 2v2. How cool. Stealthy gonna shut down the blue player. Now it's all up to the Ram of Invincible to try and push down main and gun up on the Knight and Stealthy. Tall attack. C4 coming out from Stealthy. Not gonna do any damage. It'll give Ram a line of sight to see the defenders, but he's gonna rotate, so it doesn't even matter.
Shots on the back. Knight and Stealthy slightly low. Invincible maybe get a double kill here. What matters is if he'll be able to, push it through or not. But Stealthy could deny that opportunity as well.
Definitely possible. He's gonna drop main hatch. He's gonna land some nice shots onto blue, and then he's gonna flick around to finish off the final defender. Wow.
R4C in action.
That has my
guys,
heart
and Invince
racing.
was doing the job one more time for the team here. Oh,
They
what a quick
cannot
play.
lose that.
Oh, of course. I thought so that, he'll be able to get a double kill, but at the same time, it's a 1v2, so I was slightly skeptical about the same too.
F5 desperately needed that defense round. That's nuts. This is a very nice crossfire to have if you're a defender.
Yes.
Especially on an attacker dropping hatch who has 2 angles to look at. Good job to Ram. He deserve that.
Yep.
But
Indeed.
wow. I'm gonna be thinking about that for a minute.
Interesting. Through the lanes here. Okay, have to see. So most of the concentration on the upper floors.
Home improvement time.
The other wall covered as well. Pub Stompers for sure, slightly on the dominant end with 4-2 lead. Jumping into action in 6.
5 seconds left.
Round number
Yeah.
7.
Pub Stompers sitting very comfortable here, especially after that. Now they have their defense halves and a beautiful shot coming up from Invincible. Shut down Generation. That'll put Pub Stompers in a 4v5. Nice team kill coming out. Incredible play.
Uh-oh, Generation. With Generation
Yeah,
out of the
that's
way.
rough.
5. Should have
That's
a
your
huge
smoke
lead
grenades
here.
off the board. That's your plant denial.
Yep.
That's a rough one. They're defending, so it's less impactful than if they were on attack, but not by much. It does make the attacker's life ever so easier, and easier it gets as Knight catches one onto Spaz, who was a good player on attack, but defense half is going to start a little bit rougher. Top blue control going to be taken by Knight. This is a very good spearhead push. Drone flying out trying to get intel, and Brava is just now getting out of spawn, while IQ takes library control. Wow, Mira's going for a crazy play right now.
Now down to 2 players.
That was insane.
It will be extremely difficult for sure. But you know what, Frankie, till the time Invincible is there, anything can happen.
That is true. This is a game of Rainbow Six Siege. Anything can happen. Result can one-tap 5 people. I mean, unlikely. It's possible. Not plausible. Possible. 2v5, rough spot for them to be in. Well, am I likely going to get it caught out by IQ? Never mind, it's going to be the Cade to fall. Clueless. 1v5 for Invincible. Gonna get brought out by Stealthy while he's crawling out on the floor.
Nice round for F5. IQ finishing it off in style.
Yeah,
And as soon as
unfortunate
Invincible
start
takes
to the round for
that,
Pub Stompers.
I hear you. And as soon as I saw that, Invincible took the damage and he goes down, it kind of slipped out of the way. Was definitely difficult for the team. Round number 8 so far, 3-4 is the score line. Thatcher Ace, IQ Bravo Ash, Solus Mira, Frost Jaeger, and Wamai.
Attackers need to locate and defuse as many bombs as they can.
Yep, I honestly thought they might try and run that back with the TK they had, but I guess they decided no. So they're gonna go bar gaming, run the default strat that everybody I've seen play this bomb site has used, and I mean everybody, with no deviations. Well, I mean the doc, but I'm exaggerating. Hyperbole is what that's called. The Mirror is a mainstay, the Frost is a mainstay. Any form of anti-util and Jaeger and Wamai is a mainstay. We've seen a lot of Solace on this bomb site as well.
5 seconds to insertion.
Let's go and get
Attackers
into
are
the
moving to
action.
defuse the bomb.
There we go, the round 8 begins. Pub Stompers. Looks as if they are going for an aggressive takedown here. They have to get the initial tracks. And if you manage to get Trail 5 out of the way, it would be a quick succession of eliminations.
Yep, the frag game is where it is right now, and a couple of players on each team have been excelling in that. Stealthy is going to try and be one of those players right now. He's going to catch one onto the Jaeger, none the wiser, running through dining. Gets caught with his pants down, poor guy. It's going to give them dining control, and possibly Solarium control if Ash decides to push up here.
With Generation out of the way, have to say if Invincible will buckle up. So far, 10 kills for Invincible. Great play. Now Trail F5 at 9. Spaz around the staircase. I think he would be lurking around this corner for a little more while.
I think so too. There's no reason for him to leave. 2 minutes left. He's not getting dislodged by any attackers. He'll be fine there for a good while until his team needs him. Hibana gonna go for a breach here to try and dislodge his shield that is top blue. We'll see if Ash is actually gonna get rid of that shield. It's gonna force the top blue defender to fall back a little bit here. And it'll make the attackers leeway in the top floor control that much easier.
Initiating hack. Converter device.
With generation down, the essential support out of the way, a 5v4 situation. Have to make a quick move in order to get the round under their control. This is on the first shots, okay? The utility is denied. I thought that Rosso was under big time trouble, but moving with the support.
And it does look like with that final defender leaving, it's going to give the attackers full top floor control with 1 minute left into the map. But it looks like a Wamai is going to go for a flank here. Do they have any drones set up? No, not quite yet. Result is going to catch one on the Stealthy. It looks like Wamai sneaking over. He could get very easy kills here. He's going to catch one on the... He's not going to get one on the Ash. He's going to miss all of his shots. And it looks like Hibana's going to be none the wiser. Oh my god. What is going on right now? How did he miss that grenade? But very nice shots out of Invincible. Going crazy for his team right now. He's going to go for more. He's going to try and catch a Thatcher, but he's going to get put down by the Bravo coming up main. Excellent team play coming out of F5 there. Solid team to get some of her own. Now it leaves Thatcher in a 1 versus 2. And Result's going to clean up.
What a round it was. Ross for the play. And whenever I see those handgun kills, man, it becomes always quite interesting.
It's very entertaining, to say the least.
Yes.
Invincible had my heart racing right there. I'm not gonna lie, I was dancing in my chair.
Same here, bro.
Uh,
Same here.
An ugly start to a beautiful finish by him. That was excellent. I enjoyed that thoroughly.
Absolutely.
Attackers need to locate and defuse
Let's
as
see
many
how
bombs
round 9 will unfold for the teams here. Pub Stompers with a lead 5-3. And F5 have to quickly win 2 rounds, one after the
Attackers
other,
have located a
in
bomb.
order to equalize the score.
Yep, and with that round being won, it'll leave F5 Esports down 2 against Pub Stompers, who are up 2 because they are down 2. That's how math works. The scoreline is 3-5 right now in favor of Pub Stompers.
Both Invincible and Trail with double-digit kills here, 12 and 10 respectively. Good going so far.
5
Yeah,
seconds left.
good gunners on both teams here. The bulk of Trail's kills coming from that 1 versus 3 clutch he had earlier.
So did Spaz as well, right?
I don't remember if Spaz had a clutch. I feel like I would have been more vocal about that.
Okay.
But good comp coming out here from the attacking team. The Osa combined with the Thermite is always a good one to see. After the breach gets open, you just have a Brava shield right there to directly watch it, as most of the time you can't do that. You'll just get shot or C4'd. Brava's going to completely negate that. Attacking team going to push through library here to try and get that top floor control. They're going to catch out the defender playing in office. It's going to be up to Knight's spearhead against him. He's going to duck and cover below the bullets of him. He's not trying to get picked off early. He wants to burn a little bit more time. He knows he's dead at this point. His entire job at this point is literally to stay alive and burn as much time as possible. And maybe get an exit frag. Definitely is possible for him to get a kill, but he's just trying to burn as much time. And it looks like he's just going to be as elusive as possible. He's able to run out of there. The attackers don't know that because of how ridiculous that play just was. Porkin's going to give some pop shots away.
Oh,
How is he alive?
trouble.
That's
That's
nuts.
the same question.
He
How
had a
is he
guy on
alive?
piano window and double door swinging him, and he was able to shoot the Goyle shield to save himself. That is actually insane. Anyways, that's good for Pump Stompers. Porkin's able to keep his life. Gonna put F5 in an awkward situation. Porkin's actually finally gonna get down on the piano. They're not gonna be able to retrieve him. It's gonna be all up to Spaz to try and reclaim this top floor control or keep it out of the hands of F5 for a while longer.
Man, that reminded me of PUBG, and I thought that he was going for a self-revive. Such a newbie thought for me against Spartans.
Map control gonna be taken in office. Knight expending his final Finka boost. No more healing out of the attacking team. Meanwhile, the chicanery was going on the top floor. The wall was open, and it looks like Osa's just going to push in and attempt to plant. This is a good setup for F5 Esports against Pub Stompers right now. Oyo's going to see him. He's going to get shot down trying to deny the plant, though. 5v2 for F5 Esports, and a beautiful attack run from them. Looks like it's going to close out here, result in the 1v5. He's going to get caught out nice and easily and cleaned up by Knight on the Finka.
The 308 in action. Finka closing it in style for F5. It's a very good win. Now that's what we have been mentioning, right? F5 have to get the victory under their name for that round. Now if round 10 as well goes in their favor, we should see some head-on play.
Yep, and that'll bring F5 one round closer to equalizing this and getting it to 5-5. They need this round to do that, and then they will need 2 more to close it out in regulation. Otherwise, they will have to go to OT.
Locate and defuse
Yes.
as many bombs as they can.
Kitchen dining defense coming up from Pub Stompers here, bringing out that Black Mirror. We've seen it so much, and it's been so influential tonight, and I would say I can't get enough of it, but I think I've had enough of it. I'm not gonna lie to you. I don't know about you, though.
I feel you.
Same with the Solace, but I like Solace.
Yep.
Solace, one of the newer operators. I haven't been staring at Solace for 7 years at this point.
10 seconds left before insertion.
Likely going to see the same attack coming out from F5 Esports, taking the top floor, working their way over, breaching that double wall.
Attackers are moving out.
They're going to try and recreate that.
Agreed.
Activating shock globe.
So let's jump into action for round 10 and see if Pub Stompers could go for it, though they are the defenders. So they slightly approach to the attacking end. And F5 definitely looking for the victory. A very good breach here. Z moving into position. As soon as he turns around the corner, Frankie, either he will get a kill or he will get surprised.
Ooh, and it looks like that kill is going to come through onto Invincible. And a quick second for Stealthy onto Spaz. That's going to be bad news for Pub Stompers. In a 5v3 this early on gives the attackers too much space to work with.
And that was a well coordinated attack as well. I was kind of feeling so that why he was not able to take the shots or why he was not going for the guns there. They kind of made the marker for the team.
Planting the toxins.
A bomb has been located.
They will still have to clear out this Wamai and I believe Legion, who is assisting him above, while Porkins, it looks like he's going for a flank across the map. Oh, Generation not able to land the shots onto the Twitch. That would have brought them back into the game. Porkins is going to be able to hit his flank, though, across the map. And then he's going to scurry away to try and keep his team in this.
Even Stealthy took a lot of hits along with Trail.
Osa's utility going to fall with her. That plant isn't going to go down so easily this time. And it looks like Ash is going to pick up the bomb. That's quite odd. Normally you give that to the Thermite.
Stealthy with the diffuser. Now have to see if Generation has to get these 2 eliminations here. It will be quite crucial for them to
And
win
if he
the round
doesn't
there.
get these eliminations here, he's just going to have to burn that much more time.
True.
Heads up gunfight on the Ash. He's going to land a shot onto her, but it's going to net nothing in return. Going to go for a wide swing here on the piano window. There's now a crossfire established against Wamai. Is he going to land the shots? Not quite, and he's going to rock in a hard place right now. The Ash is going to get him. Leaves F5 in a 5 versus 2. Very comfortable for the attacking team here. 50 seconds left to work, but they still have Black Mirrors on site to deal with. Porkins in a rather aggressive off angle here. If he were to swing right now, he would get Thermite. However, he's not gonna. He's gonna play it very safe and just wait for this clock to tick down. Attacking team complete map control. They're gonna try and start dislodging and then executing here. Those look like 2 of them are lining up for a trophy take. It doesn't look like the attacking team is actually gonna push lobby anymore. The Mirror recognizes this and is gonna rotate around.
Yes.
Huh.
15 seconds remaining.
Hatch drop gonna come out from the Finka. Result's gonna get a very nice kill onto there. Final attackers are pouring in from Solar side and Trophy side. Thermite's gonna have to hop in his sight and start sticking this plant. It starts going down. Ash pushing up to get aggressive, loses her life.
Nice flick, man.
1v2, Mirror's in it.
Attackers are activating.
Bomb goes
wow.
down.
There we go. A little bit of extension here, but Parkins low on health. It will be extremely difficult, and Parkins here, thanks to the reinforcements, otherwise Trail would be able to landing the shots there.
Yep, Porkin's gonna get spotted out here. He's gonna catch a kill on the Thermite, but it's gonna get immediately refragged. All of his efforts in vain, made by Trail.
That was such a nice try from Parkins.
And an effective tactical timeout will bring F5 back into it. 5-5 is the scoreline.
Great round for the team for sure. And Pub Stompers, oh my goodness, such a nice action. So bar and gaming round going to be the concentrate here. Round 11.
Yep, round 11. This one might be going all the way. I'd like to see if Pub Stompers are going to save their timeout, or maybe they're going to use it relatively soon here. They have lost quite a bit of rounds in a row.
Not that it happens, Frankie, but I have seen teams purposefully leaving the round behind just to understand the attack in a better manner.
What do you mean? Like if there were an operator in a 1v5 and they just refused to participate in the rest of the round?
I'm not saying that it would exactly happen, but I have seen that happening in certain games.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I'm not quite sure what you're talking about when you say that, but yeah.
So Invincible and Trail for now with double digits, 12 eliminations each. Knight with 9. So is healthy as well. Nice.
Yeah, and where have I seen this defense setup before? Dining, or not dining, oopsies, Bar Gaming. With a Black Mirror, and a Frost, and a Wamai, and a Jaeger. Spaz is on Alibi though, he hopped off of Solace, is mixing it up a little bit.
Yep.
Stealthy gonna move in from Big Garage, and then all of this map control being taken so easily, there's no contention whatsoever by the defense. The bulk of their manpower gonna be on the site and around the site.
This could be a little bit of waiting game. He's waiting for the opponents to make a little bit of mistake and then move further, cash it out on that.
Yeah, it looks like the defense is just waiting for the attack to make their move. They're not too interested in retaining map control. That's how confident they are in their defenses.
Yep.
Does look like Jaeger might be going for a flank up Solarium sometime soon here. This could be huge given the opportunity, but I'm assuming the flank drones will be there.
I believe Invincible gathered good intel. Now there we go. Oh, oh, that's the replicator. I thought it was.
Yes, that was a Yannick clone. Looks like Invincible's going to be put on the back foot in Library. He's going to have to resort to smashing his Black Mirror, the only thing keeping him alive, and he's going to retreat deep into Library here.
Yes.
It'll give him a nice line of sight on the K9 window. Ooh, doesn't quite hit the shots. The MP5 gate, or the MP5K has been a shaky gun this game. And it would appear shots are going to be fired from top main into K9, not going to net anything though. Wamai's going to leave with his life.
There we go, it begins. Parkins getting the first kill. Timid out of the way, and Damon going for Invincible. Boy, oh boy. Have to say if Generation will be able to get. Oh!
Nice.
Through the vent, man. Result on the street. Should go for the second as well.
Yeah, very nice kills here. We see a C4 kill and then the rest with their guns. Very nice.
While Demon may not be able to take a head-on approach here, but still, he still has chance there.
Result getting aggressive. Going up blue, he's going to catch the Thatcher, none the wiser. Stealthy going to fall to the Alibi, and then Generation getting a piece of that pie too on the trail. Whew, I'm excited.
Jaeger closing it in style with the carbine.
I'm really tired, so I hope we don't go all the way, but I really like Siege, so I also hope we go all the way.
I know, brother, I can.
It is on match count, though. That'll put Pub Stompers on match point. F5 Esports have no room for error anymore. They need to win this round, or they are they lose the map. Not out of the tournament. I was gonna say that, but they're not out. There's like 5 more. There's 4 more games after this.
Hmm.
Oopsies, I lied. There's 3 games.
3 games for them
Defenders,
after
protect
this.
your bombs from being defused by attackers.
So for sure they will not leave any room for error here, and hopefully Pub Stompers get the game out of this. Losing out on a match point will definitely cause a lot of hindrance.
Yeah, having come so close yet so far away for seemingly nothing would be soul crushing, but it would not be the end of the world. Both these teams are sitting pretty right now. It wouldn't break them. They would just need to do pretty good on their final 3 matches.
Yep.
10 seconds left before insertion. 5 seconds remaining.
Anyways, Pub Stompers is hoping Master and Office is going to send them over the finish line here against F5 Esports. This will be what they think is their final defense round, but F5 is going to have something else to say about it.
There we go, the breach begins, and remember, it's the match point, so Pub Stompers have to come into as much as possible, get the initial frags out of the way. If they manage to get Trail and Stealthy out, it would be an easy victory.
Yes, ripping the head off of the attacking team in what seems to be Trail would obviously absolutely annihilate F5's chances of winning this round. However, they do have other players on their team who are putting up numbers who we shouldn't take the spotlight away from. Knight going 9-9 right now, Stealthy following the same, and Demon going 7-8. It's worth looking at. Speaking of Knight, he's gonna get into the pits right now, landing some pop shots on each defender of Mute, and he's gonna take a lot of damage there. Not a lot of net positive on his side, however, he will keep his life, so you could look at it that way. Glass half full, glass half empty, however you'd like to see it. Does look like Porkins on the flank with Mira. He's done this so often. Is he gonna make something work here?
I believe so, but Parkins
Wow.
with the troublemaker here. Oh,
Porkins, the trigger
why did he
discipline.
allow that?
Porkins push up. That's a freebie. The trigger
That
discipline.
was a freebie. And you know
Oh
what?
my
Invincible
goodness,
in
he lets
generation.
him slip away. F5 now having a man advantage of a 5 versus 3. Ooh, Finka wall banging him through the Sen's grenade. Completely obscuring the vision. Rare sense play coming out there from the attacking team. Spaz coming out to try and equalize it. Gets him into a 4v2. Lands a nice shot on a Timid. Trying to breach the 4 from below. Grenades going out, making him relocate. Porkin's gonna go for a run out onto the big window here. Gonna have to shoot the Claymore or he will die.
I believe he saw that.
And he's gonna get
Oh,
run
that
out.
was good.
Daz is gonna have to try and make things work on the Solarium staircase here. I believe he might be accompanied by the Mira here, or Mira could go up top main, but they're gonna have to make something work here. They're gonna have to double push it. They only have 3 seconds to try and make this work, and it
Nice
looks
one.
like
Going for the triple. Oh, Stealthy.
the defense has lost that
Denies
round.
big time. Look at the beautiful attack.
That'll send us into OT.
Yes. Yes, indeed. The one which we do not want to happen.
I would love
but
it
we
to
have
happen.
the long way. Yep.
One half of me wanted it to happen, one half didn't, and the half of me that wanted it to happen is very happy right now. Doesn't look like we'll be seeing that Pub Stompers timeout, by the way. F5 was all over their timeout, and it looks like it kept them in.
Had he not
Defenders,
missed out
protect
on
your
the
bombs
shots,
from
or
being defused by attackers.
I was even surprised that he didn't take the shots near the staircase. That should have been a definite game changer.
Bomb located by
Could have
attackers.
been. But here we are.
Nevertheless, more entertaining.
Yep, Pub
Benefit of
Stompers
gaming.
gonna be taking it to a very, very familiar bomb site. In dining, or not dining, I've said that twice now. In bar gaming, they're gonna take it to bar gaming. Same Frost, same Jaeger, same Wamai, same everything's the same with their
10 seconds
defense.
left.
Some things are gonna change on the attack, but it looks like we're gonna have a Capitao. He feels new. I feel like I haven't seen Capitao at all from F5 Esports, and that's gonna be a very nice execute up. Again, with the smoke grenades, with the flames, claymores, maybe a Gon 6. I'm not sure if he has it though.
slightly going on the offensive end, I believe so, and a lot of distractions being created as well. Now, this should pave a path for Demon to get the kill there on Parkins, but the trouble in the form of Trail moving further. Good to see that Invincible have taken a very good position.
Yeah, I think so too. And early map control coming up from F5 Esports. I love this in higher caliber teams, how they're able to gain map control, get inside the map so quickly, and waste little to no time. I mean, look at this. They're already in piano and they're ready to contest top blue and library.
That's aggressive from Night 5.
Look like a quick wrap around. They might be trying to dislodge a top lobby staircase player. Very beautiful angles here getting opened up by the Grim. This will let them see top main and give them another line of sight onto that shield player in top blue. Nades coming out. Don't know if it got the shield. Did he get the shield? Maybe. Who knows? Stealthy is gonna catch one onto Invincible. That'll be the Wamai going down. That's unfortunate. Not getting full usage out of his Wamai magnets, but the ones he did leave behind will have to do it. Shield being lost, and Grim's going out on this Frost are gonna ping her location and make her fall off completely.
Trouble for Rosal. A lot of talk there. I'm getting totally involved into the game and I forget about the casting part of this. Happens with me a lot of times.
It's okay.
Quite intense round as well, frankly.
Yeah, don't worry about it. Timid is going to catch one onto Porkins. Knight going to catch one onto Razzle, leaving the attacking team in a very comfortable 5 versus 2 with complete and utter map control. Going to try and dislodge even more defenders from the bomb site. They're playing in areas where they can't be dislodged. However, if they do get droned, they are in very hard positions to try and make this happen. Mira getting yellow pinged and flamed off. She might lose her life real soon here, and it does look like that's going to happen. Generation finally falling, and it's going to result in a flawless round from F5 Esports.
Amazing victory for sure.
Beautiful round out of F5. Beautiful util clear. Top blue shield was cleared flawlessly. Bullets were landing. Can't get much better than that. It's going to leave Pub Stompers, who were in the winning position earlier, on the back foot. They now have to win 2 rounds in a row to even win this game.
Doc in play could be pretty interesting. Oh no, switching with Valkyrie.
Attackers need to locate and defuse as many bombs as they can.
Yeah, Valkyrie has been a very influential operator.
Located a bomb.
I'm sorry?
Would you think that Pub Stompers would be able to deny the match point?
Well, they can't deny the match point, because we're here already, but I think they can push it to maximum regulation standards, and it's very possible that they could win 2 rounds in a row and win this, but they are on the back foot. That is the important thing to remember, and they are attacking now, which is not the situation you want to be in.
10 seconds left before insertion.
But their attacks were very good in the first half, so we'll just have to wait and see.
5 seconds remaining.
Now with Stealthy, Trail and Nightfire going on the streak in the prior set of rounds, it should be quite interesting attack from F5. Whether they would go for a good approach here. But so far, Invincible as well. Right along with Parkinson's pass moving further. Good attempt and result. From the outer perimeters, that's an interesting read.
So that Ash Dredge was meant for that Black Mirror. I talked about it earlier, how they can absolutely shatter the Black Mirrors and render them useless, and that's exactly how the util is going to go on Pub Stompers to lock down that Black Mirror. Demon is going to catch one onto Result, signifying the beginning of the end for Pub Stompers, if they can't bring this back.
With the results out of the way, it's up to Generation and Invincible to take the streak further. Stealthy down. Thought so he would be able to flank out. But no, he got denied totally. A 4v4. Generation, fantastic frag elimination there.
Loading mag.
Yeah, Stealthy gonna lose his life and equalize it for Pub Stompers, and Invincible gonna find one of his own, leaving him at 1 HP. That's an unlucky, but you take what you can get in this type of situation. They now have map control. Knight is actually gonna deny them even further. Invincible is gonna lose his head to that 9mm. Holy cow.
While Generation is still there, but with that low health, though it is a 3v3, but I would
Attackers
count it
recovered the
like a
bomb diffuser.
3v2 instead. But till the time Generation is there, he would be the deadly factor for F5. A quick peeks, Knight 5, creating the distraction, and Trail gets the job done. But Generation, look at them going for Timid. It's
Nice
down
shots
to
from Generation
1v2,
coming out,
man.
leaving Trail in a similar situation than he was in about round 3. It's a 1v2 now, even easier than it was before. We've seen him
Yep.
good in the clutch before. Is he going to be able to do it? Bomb going down, but where's the coverage? The coverage is still on the top floor. He's going to go for a swing, and he's going to lose his life. Pub Stompers are going to take it all the way.
Yes. There should be some attack, bro. Around 15. Another switch. Boy. This game is going bonkers for me for sure.
This is the final round of Chalet between F5 Esports and Pub Stompers. Where are Pub Stompers going to take us on the defense? This will be their last line of defense.
Mhm.
Looks like we're going to be going master bedroom office with a very, very atypical textbook operator lineup from them outside of the alibi, but there's always one op that you can flex around with.
Need to locate and defuse bombs.
This will be one hell of a defense or attack on either team.
So how are the reinforcements looking so far?
Pretty atypical, nothing out of the ordinary. We've seen Pub Stompers put a Black Mirror on this wall before, and I think they've put another one in the closet. Normally I don't see Mirror brought up here too often, but they've obviously got a strat for it, and they are confident in it. And it looks like it's going to go on Library to assist with that Library control and deny that presence even further.
5 seconds left. Attackers are heading out to defuse a bomb.
Nice drone placements out of F5 Esports. Pub Stompers just not aware of those. Those could be the decider, to be honest.
Is Trailfire trying to create the distraction for the team to move in and grab that initial kills there? Quite a long range attack.
Yep, the potential is there for the attacking team, and they're already in Library. The Black Mirror that was here to deny that very thing was just not being utilized at all by Pub Stompers. They just gave it up completely. Now they have to deal with the second set of Black Mirrors, and there is going to be a defender, unlike the first one on this one. He's not letting what happened to the first one happen to this one. 2 defenders below. Solace is going to be playing her impact grenades, and I believe there was one C4 operator down there. I might be mistaken. Yep, it's Porkins. Hates playing site with Mirror. I've never seen this guy on site with Mirror, actually, outside of like once or twice. And it works for him. 11 and 10. Awesome. Wall getting breached out. That's going to be their entrance onto site, and probably going to go for a default plant here too. It's going to be difficult with the Solace on the board though.
So it should be either Russell or Hawkins getting the first frag for their teams. Nice claymore, but I don't think anyone would walk out of the window there.
In the final minute and 30 seconds here, it does look like Porkins is getting ready to drop a hatch and dining for some reason. I'm not quite sure why, when he could just play here the entire time, but it looks like the attackers are going to heat up on piano a little bit. They're going to have to start pouring through here soon if they want to win this round.
Generation may get into trouble if he goes for the same location, but no, Rose will go down. Timid takes him out of the way. Stealthy. Generation gets stealthy. Interesting turn of events. I thought it would be the Generation that should be going down, but it happened the other way around. The 4v4.
Yeah, and this 4v4 is going to be a tough one for Timid, or not Timid, F5 Esports to try and win, as time is dwindling and they have no more execute. Or they do have 2 more smoke grenades. I lied. They have 2 smoke grenades. It's possible, and they're getting set up right now. Piano player falls down to a triple crossfire. Ace is getting that bomb down. Solace is nowhere to be found, however.
Attackers
The
are activating
generation
the
is out of the
diffuser.
way, but it's still up to Trail and Timid to get the victory. The diffuser planted. The final countdown. They have to just hold the fort here. But Pub Stompers, what are you going to do? Invincible in position. Spaz!
Timid gonna go down,
Ooh,
leaving the Twitch in a 1 versus 3. This is a tough place to be in and a good spot if you're Pub Stompers. Trail's been good in the clutch before. He's gonna get caught out sprinting. Gives Pub Stompers the map.
Great win here for Pub
Defenders have
Stompers, man.
disabled the bomb diffuser.
Oh, what a play.
Defender
That was a great
GG's
game.
all the way.
Yeah, GG's in chat. Good sportsmanship all around. They're happy.
Yes.
That was an exciting matchup.
I was at the edge of my chair, man, about to jump
Yeah,
off.
I was dancing a few moments. I think he was invincible. He had me jumping out of my chair a little bit. Look at that
Sure.
score line. Almost all double digits for Pub Stompers. Wow.
Yes. Both Invincible and Trails, both at 15, the highest numbers. Lovely.
All right, that is going to be the final game for tonight. That is streamed.
Indeed. So a quick shout out to the sponsors. Thank you for Army of Five. Check out their merchandise, guys, and thank you for Proteus Gaming. Join their Discord server. One more time, I would like to remind you guys to follow on the socials. Skyline Gaming will be presenting much more action for you guys. So be active on the Discord to get to know about the latest details. Anything you want to add, Frankie?
I like the games of Siege we saw tonight. Hoping to
Yep.
see more good ones tomorrow. See ya.
Yep, holiday bash going on. Sam Santa along with Frankie signing out for tonight. You guys have a great time. Thank you for watching.